Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Getting to know our new head basketball coach.
And a musical group here on campus who's going to be ringing our success this year.
These stories plus your daily announcements. I'm Bailey Staten.
And I'm Mitchell Bellwood, and NHSTV Live starts right now. On Saturday morning, a deadly attack occurred in a synagogue in Pittsburgh. Robert Bowers, who repeatedly expressed anti-Semitic sentiments online, shot and killed 11 people at the Tree of Life synagogue. Residents of the area were devastated.
The community is knit so tight that one life affects thousands. It's a norm to be Jewish in Squirrel Hill, and it's a loving and peaceful community. These 11 lives, it's devastating for every single person that resides here. My friends are being active in the community, organizing the vigil, and we're coming together very close, but it's a major hit on Squirrel Hill, and we're going to respond. We're going to stay strong.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to all the families of this horrific crime. Moving to our shout-out section this week, congratulations to all the students who auditioned for the 2018 TMEA Region 2 Orchestra, and we are so proud of the engagement and investment showed by these students. In a very competitive audition, the following 6 students were accepted in the 2018-2019 Region 2 Orchestra. Representing NHS in the Symphony Orchestra will be Hannah Kim, violin, and David Hunt, bass. Representing NHS in the Philharmonic Orchestra will be Aidan Devlin and Bowen Devlin, viola, Evelyn Clark, cello, and John Bach in alternate bass. Aidan Devlin has also received the additional honor of sitting principal violist. Again, we are so proud of all the students who auditioned for representing the Texan Orchestra extremely well. Also, congratulations to the following students for making the TMEA Region 2 treble choir. In Soprano 1, Angelique Thomas. In Soprano 2, Madison Lucky. In Alto 1, Savannah Garcia, Cassidy Salucio. And special congratulations to Madison Zablotny, Lillian Adams, Mary Strauss, Abigail Cockrum, Grayson King, Jameson Defner, and Cameron James for making the TMEA Region 2 mixed choir and advancing to the pre-area round of the all-state process.
And now for a few important announcements. Seniors, Jostens will be here on November 1st and 2nd during all lunches in the Student Union to take your graduation orders. And Avid is selling boograms from today through Wednesday during both lunches in either the Student Union or the Avid room. You can buy either a $5 or $6 gram, and they will be passed out on Halloween during 6th and 7th period.
Our Texan Orchestra will perform tonight at 7 p.m. in the PAC. This is your chance to hear some great music. The orchestra has been working really hard on their preparations for this performance and are so excited to present this concert to you. Admission is free to all. And speaking of this year, the orchestra has a new orchestra teacher this year at NHS. NHSTV reporter Ethan Smith has the story.
Aaron Gamotes is the new orchestra director for Northwest.
Well, I decided to be a teacher in high school. I was contemplating my junior year of high school whether I wanted to possibly be a youth director, but toying with the idea and struggling with the idea of really wanting to pursue music too. Teaching music seemed like a really great way to kind of rectify the two.
Outside of teaching, Aaron finds ways to express his hobbies and spend time with family.
I don't get to play golf a whole lot, and I'm really bad at it, but it's a sport, a hobby of mine that I like to do. Play with my kids at home.
In his younger years, Mr. Gamotes took up the hobby of modifying vehicles.
I used to have in high school a modified 1947 pickup truck with a big engine and kind of made into a hot rod, and I used to drive that around like a teenager would.
This is not Aaron's first time as an orchestra director.
This will be my 10th year as an orchestra director, actually. I started teaching middle school, so taught middle school for 6 years, and then last 3 years I was at Flower Mound High School. I oftentimes think about the student I would have been from my teacher lens. I think it does help me to identify with students. So some of the struggles that they have, or some of the joys and passions that they have, I can relate to that.
We from Northwest welcome Mr. Gamotz as he's excited to teach here.
I love Northwest. I've really enjoyed working with the orchestra, and the students have been so welcoming, and now I'm here and glad to be here.
This has been Ethan Smith, NHSTV.
He truly is an amazing addition to our NHS family. Also, what I said earlier was incorrect. The orchestra concert is tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
Oh, that's okay. It gives them another day to make sure their concert is perfect.
Yeah, it gives them extra time to work really hard. Also, speaking of working hard, what's going on in sports?
Well, even though football had a bye week this week, our Texan wrestlers hit the mats this weekend. The Justin Open was hosted here in the main gym. This was a preseason match set, and our wrestling team really showed out. We can't wait to see their incoming season. Now, volleyball season might be over, but playoff season is just starting for your varsity volleyball players. They will play Birdville in the bi-district round of playoffs tonight at 7:30 at Timber Creek High School. Let us pack the stands and cheer on these hard-working athletes. Don't forget, they will be selling their playoff shirts today during both lunches, $15 for short sleeve and $20 for long sleeves. Now, with football and volleyball season coming to a close and basketball season starting, we have a new head coach for the boys basketball team, and we can't wait to see all the hard work he'll do. NHSTV reporter Blake Barton has the story.
Our new head basketball coach, Edwards, is super excited to start off the season after reaching state last year, but what most of us don't know is what it takes to get there or why he even started coaching.
We have a good program, so we really want it to continue. So we're pretty strict on our guys in terms of how they practice, how hard they practice, so that we can continue to be successful.
He also played basketball in high school, but all of that came to a screeching halt.
Broken kneecap, torn MCLs, you know, the standard.
He then decided to become a coach after he couldn't play anymore and teach history, but loves to travel with his wife to places like Normandy Beaches, Giant's Causeway in Ireland, and even the Nazi death camps.
It's kind of a life changer. You go to one of those things and go, wow, this is evil. You can't go in and come back out and be the same person if you really are thinking about it. You know, and you walk around and you see what, you know, it's a serious thing.
With all this passion for the game, he even loves coaching because he likes seeing others succeed. But here's what his players had to say about him.
He's someone I look up to because of how hard he works and what he wants, and he wants to accomplish it then and now.
He wants me to stay in and do certain drills. So if I stay, he'll help me. He gets on us if we're doing something bad. He rewards us if we're doing something good.
I believe when he's on us, that's what motivates us to become better, and what's going to help us in the long run achieve our goal, which is a state title.
This has been Blake Barton for NHSTV.
I personally can't wait for basketball season to start. In Major League Baseball, the Boston Red Sox defeated the Los Angeles Dodgers 4-1 in the World Series. Game 5 was last night, and the Red Sox won the game by a score of 5-1. This is the Red Sox 4th World Series win in the past 15 years. I think it's crazy how hard they worked to win.
Well,
it's really inspiring.
That explains a lot, because Mr. All is match day. He loves the Dodgers.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Also, Texans, remember that tomorrow's dress-up day is Tiki Tuesday, so be sure to dress up and lay away the drugs.
Have a great rest of your day, Texans. This has been NHSTV Live.